Hello, YouTube. ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today is October 6th, and on this day in 1882, the first World Series game won. Cincinnati Red Stockings beat the Chicago White Stockings 4-0. I love the reference to stockings. Again, it sounds weird to us because now they're, the Reds, Cincinnati Reds, and the Chicago White Sox. But again, in the 1800s, stockings were hip, man. Stockings were like TikTok is hip today, right? Everybody had a pair of stockings on. Hobby news and chatter. Good morning, DC. I have a clip I posted on Facebook yesterday of the report from DC about sports cards. I label here fake news only because the guy gives some little outdated prices. Like he refers to the Luka card and says, "Hey, this Luka card was $400. Now it's $2,000." He's referring to a PSA 10, which, as we all know, aren't the easiest to get, and they also are not $2,000 currently. They were, but now they're hovering around, I think, $1,100 or $1,200. Still phenomenal growth, but let's get a little more accurate. Of course, it's the news. They're hyping. Market Movers Light. I let a little bit about this yesterday. It's official. Market Movers Light's out. I'll point to a subscriber gives us a great breakdown in a few moments. Money Laundering, Murder, and the Museum. Excellent article on Sports Card Digest or Daily about, well, I'll show you in just a moment. And then today, what's coming out? Hobby Quick Hits, plus a whole bunch of other great content. It is Tuesday. We have baseball playoffs, Game 4 of the NBA. Football wrap up from the week. So a lot going on around the hobby, a lot of content. I also did post my rant. Now, I don't want to get into it too much here, but I do hope you take a look at it. Give me your thoughts and comments. What I will just say is that, first of all, as I said to this person in their comments before my rant, they're misdirecting their anger in the retail industry. We should not be angry at the guys who are at the retail stores before us. And we should not be judging the lifestyles of the people who are there before us. When I watched this rant and then read the comments, one of the comments had like 5 people saying, "Oh yeah, these people are bums. They live with their mom. They're on welfare." How do you know any of that, right? I mean, I'll tell you, I go get retail. I'm not on welfare. I don't live with my mom, right? And I'll wear shorts and a T-shirt and look like a bum when I'm going to get it. But I'm a business professional. I mean, I just don't think. First of all, you're misdirecting your anger, and just shows, in my opinion, your immaturity and your ignorance of the problem. So I'll leave it at that, but please check out my rant. I'd love to get your feedback. I know it's going to ruffle some feathers, and you know what? You gotta break some eggs to make an omelet, right? Okay, what did you miss yesterday? Sports card announcer announces new pricing. We're going to talk about that. Sales history of the T206 Wagner, amazing story. Card Hours newsletter, not new, newsletters coming out, and perfect time to buy basketball. September market recap. So let's get into the content and see what's happening. First of all, I'll start with, again, I posted my Facebook video, a very terrible video that I created. Now, again, I use TikTok to make the video, so you have to hold the camera, in an awkward position to kind of record a TV that's in a horizontal position with a vertical. So the video sucks, but the point was made. I want to show that, hey, this is on the mainstream news, and I thought that was interesting to share with everybody and get some feedback. Again, it was a little inaccurate in some of the comps, but it was cool to see on my local news here in the DC area. Next up, Market Movers. Talked about this earlier. They launched Market Movers app website. Break down the new, you have choice between Pro and Lite. There's also some great news here about what's going on in the community. I'm not going to spend too much time because I have a content provider who's going to talk about that in a second. So just wanted to bring your attention to this new change in Market Movers. Next up is Money Laundering, Murder, and the Museum. What became of the PSA 10, George, Mike, and rookie card? I'm not going to read the whole article, but really cool article about a sports book, right, who has to forfeit money, forfeits cards. There's an accusation to murder. Just really interesting article. Again, I love the title, right? Doesn't that capture your attention? Money Laundering, Murder, and the Museum? Okay, now on to the content of the day. So first of all, I'll start with Northeast Ohio Sports Cards. It's a great breakdown. It's a 5-minute review of the new announcement from Market Mover Sports Card Investor. Basically, there's a light version. I believe it's $24.95. That's which is half of the Pro version, which is I think $49.95. He talks about what the differences are and just gives some good examples. He also announces Northeast Ohio that he is going to be an affiliate for Sports Card Investor, which means if you want to sign up, you can sign up through him, and then he gets a little kickback. Now, why do I care to tell you that? Because I think this guy puts out great content. If you want to sign up for Market Movers, why not, give him a little something, something, and then let him know you did and ask him questions. This guy puts out content every week with Market Movers. He does a live where he answers questions. So if I was new and I wanted to use Market Movers, I would start there and then ask Northeast Ohio questions, right? And you can ask myself questions, but again, since he's stepped up to the affiliate, I think that's awesome. If you're looking for market movers, check out Northeast Ohio Sports Cards videos, get a sense of what you're jumping into. Next up, baseball card collector, investor, dealer. This video is phenomenal. For a 9-minute video, the research that had to go into this was amazing. And he talks about the T206 Horace Wagner cards, talks about the breakdown, how many they are, goes through the different histories of each one. He talks about the Gretzky one, which is the card that Gretzky bought. And he makes a comment that Gretzky made the least amount of profit off this card. I think he bought it like in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and only made like 50 grand off it. Last sale was in a couple millions. Now, he also will share with you that the guy who sold this card has since confessed to trimming the card and went to jail, I think, for fraud or money laundering or something. It's discussed in the video, but great video, great history. Check this out, man. And again, applaud this creator for what phenomenal content he puts together here. Again, there's a lot of research on here. This isn't just me jumping on YouTube, right? Okay, next up, it's here, Card Hour. Card Hour has announced a free newsletter on soccer cards. And I even love the fact he says, I'm not putting soccer picks in here because that's not what his purpose of his channel is. His purpose of his channel is to educate you on soccer. I love that, Vincent, man. Great job. Super excited for the newsletter. Hoping to help get this out and can't wait to see it on Mondays and Thursdays, guys. So check out Card Ladder, subscribe for your soccer newsletter, and subscribe to get more information on soccer content as you educate yourself. Next up, new content provider. This guy's just pouring out some good content every day. So, and I will say, I'm a little confused because I thought his name was Anthony the other day, and I think his name now is Troy. So, Troy, I apologize for calling you Anthony. And he has a great little joke in the beginning here about his girlfriend buying balloons for a guy named Roy. Anyway, great video, talks about basketball cards, and I just want to, again, mention, he is a professional basketball player in the Philippines. He played college basketball here in the U.S., so I really appreciate his perspective on basketball cards, and I also liked his approach on how he kind of shares that content. So check it out if you haven't already. Lastly, sports card market recap with Brad there. Brad's out again, messing with retail people, or I don't know, got in a fight with PSA, but anyway, he's doing well. But he does a great video kind of wrapping up September, how he did in his profits and sales and what he lessons learned. And again, that's one thing I really like about a Comeback Card Investor's channel is he's sharing with you what he's doing, how he's doing, and educating you. It's not a hype channel. He's not telling you the top 5 that are going up and the top 5 that are going down. He's just telling you the data. He's using a data tool. He shows you the data. He talks about what he's doing, how he's doing. He gives you examples. He shows you how he buys and sells. He doesn't tell you he bought 20 cards and made 20,000 off of it. He shows you how he did that. So really like the content that Brad's putting out. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and thank everybody for your continued support. Continue to push out Sports Card Daily as we slide into October. Enjoy sports around you. Enjoy the hobby. Guys, treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't be so judgmental, okay? Really, I guess that's all I can say. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to get more subscribers going, but you know what? It's all about just putting out good content, enjoying what I'm doing, and having fun. So hope you're having fun. Hope you're staying safe, stay healthy. Have a great day, guys.